Greetings, fellow adventurers, and welcome to Hazards and Hijinks, the live-action fantasy improv role-play comedy show. My name is Hero, and I am your dungeon master tonight. Thank you for joining us on this Wednesday night. We know you could be anywhere in the world, and we are so very happy you are here with us. Man, that intro video, that's something else, huh? So you understand the rules of the game if this is your first time here. If you're coming back, wow, isn't it awesome that we're giving you that handy dandy reminder of everything right at the top, which means I can jump right in to the nitty gritty of the show, starting first with the suggestions that we got from you, our lovely audience of Shingle Dingles. First up, I asked our Instagram and our Twitter what kind of monster they wanted to fight this week, and you all picked the Displacer Cat, a six-limbed tentacled panther that can move through reality, jump all over the place. So that is what our heroes will be fighting tonight. Next, I asked you what kind of quest you wanted to go on, and you picked the delivery quest. So our heroes will be given an item, and they will be charged with taking that item somewhere else and giving it to another person. Should they accomplish both of these feats, they will earn themselves a level achievement. And if they accomplish both of them in the same night, they will get a third level achievement, getting them that much closer to level 2 or even level 3 for some of our players. How exciting is that? Now that I got that out of the way, let's get to the most important part of the show, the part where I introduce our players, starting off with everyone's favorite Elephant Man. Put your hands together for Tyler X. Koontz as Tusk, the Elephantfolk rogue.
It's me, the unseen elephant in the room.
How are you doing, Tusk?
You know, living large and in charge.
Well, that's wonderful. That's wonderful to hear. All right, up next, we're going to have everyone's favorite rock and roll diva. Put your hands together for McGeoghegan as Snarla Blastwind, the orc bard.
Help, I'm trapped in a worse audio source than I am usually. Get me out of here!
I love that you peeked.
It was all intentional.
Always the consummate professional. Thank you very much, Snarla. Happy to have you back. Up next, we have everyone's favorite con artist. Put your hands together for Gerardo Paz as Sid Ripley, the human rogue.
I'm starting to notice a pattern where the previous two people are coming in a very meta level. So I'm going to do the meta thing by not doing a meta thing, which is double meta.
That is double meta, but this is like grammar, so that's not meta at all. It's a reverse meta, non-meta. All right, well, thank you. We're happy to have you here, Sid. And finally, no one's favorite cool adventurer. Put your hands together for Daniel Romero as Fizzlewigg, the fabulous, the human engineer.
Oh.
Maybe
Yes.
should try out some sound engineering.
And yeah, it's really great to be here, guys.
Oh, there it goes again.
There we go.
Gotta design a better microphone.
To get some adventuring in. Thank you guys for.
He's really doing it nice and hard for us. Well, thank you very much. It's good to have you here, Fizz. Always a pleasure. And now that we have our cast together, let's get the adventure started the way we always do, with a hearty huzzah. And we'll do it on the count of 3. 3, 2, 1. Huzzah! Huzzah! Right. Now, the cool adventurers have been enjoying somewhat of a sabbatical, and in that all of them have kind of been doing odd jobs, minor stuff. As I said last time, the village of Oakvale has been just overwhelmed with guests and tourist traders and the like, and so the heroes have just been doing all kinds of tiny little quests, nothing big. However, after a very important guild meeting the night before, Tusk and Sid find themselves running through the forest as arrows whiz past their head. Snarla and Fizz are are behind them on a magic carpet holding a large glowing orb. Behind all of that is a pack of satyrs riding atop wild dire cats, lumbering through the forest, firing arrows from crossbows, bows, and other arrow firing things, ballistas perhaps. They're just, some of them are just throwing arrows at them with their own goaty hands. They scream, we want our orb back, give it back, you bastards, as the four of you, the two of you run and the two of you fly. Tusk, what do you do?
Oh, I'm going to create a smoke screen by throwing one of those smoke bombs.
Okay, I'm gonna say that is a stealth check. Let's roll that stealth check. Let's set that at 20 plus, we'll set the stealth check at 13, so a d20 plus a 1d6. Ooh, that's a 5. I'm gonna say you throw the smoke bomb, but it's as you throw it behind you, it actually collides with Fizz, causing it to explode on him. So now
sorry, bud.
Smoke is flying all, he's coughing. That would make it Sid's turn. Sid, what do you want to do?
Okay. So just need to. It's always hectic when we start in the middle of things. The arrows flying. I'm going to use the Sid Ripley technique of standing absolutely still and nobody will notice me.
All right. I'm going to say that is also a stealth check. So let's roll the stealth check. We'll set this one at 16. So a d20 plus a 1d6.
I learned this when I refused to pay back the local crime boss's $2.50.
Oh, we got a 13. Yes, you managed to stay perfectly still. So the satyrs now believe you are there, but are hollow. So they're no longer going to focus on you until they get rid of everyone else. So they think you've cast some type of magic spell to turn yourself, partially invisible. You've displaced yourself, as it were. That would make it Snarla's turn. Snarla, you're on the magic carpet. You're kind of piloting the magic carpet, holding onto the front little tassels of the magic carpet. What do you do?
After getting smoke bombed next to me, I'm just gonna say, Fizz, fuck these people. Let's fly up. Let's get out of here.
Oh,
Okay.
Snarla, don't you leave us now. Don't you dare do it.
Oh, but I'm doing it though. Oh, but I'm doing it.
All right,
Oh, you scared
Snarla, to continue to pilot the flying carpet. That's going to be an intelligence check, unless you are trained in Arcana. Are you trained?
I
in
am
Arcana?
trained in Arcana. I know what
Okay,
I'm
well then
talking
yes, let's roll an Arcana check. We'll set it because it's relatively simple because you're just going up. We'll set this at 12. So 1d20 plus 1d6 on the Arcana check. Let's see what happens. 19. Yes, the magic carpet flies directly into the air, shooting above the canopy of trees. You see the bright open sky, the clouds above. Bird sharks fly in the distance, screaming as they look at you as you fly higher and higher into the sky. A plume of smoke still coming off of Fizz, like something like the tail end of a rocket as you fly higher and higher into the sky and further away from the satyrs pursuing. That would make it Fizz's turn. Fizz, what do you want to do?
I would probably be just fiddling with my triangle. I don't. Oh man. There's not a whole lot that I could probably do in this situation, right?
You can stop smoking.
Well,
Oh,
you
that's
are
funny.
holding the orb in question. You do have a smoke bomb smashed onto your chest, and you are literally capable of doing anything in the world in this moment, Fizz.
I guess I'll take the smoke bomb off and attempt to hurdle it behind us.
Okay.
Maybe even hitting a target.
Yeah,
I'm so
yeah.
bold.
I'm gonna say that's a dex check. So we're gonna roll a d20 and we'll set it at 12. So just a d20 and we're trying to get 12 or better. 19, yes. You remove the smoke bomb from your chest. It's still pumping out smoke. You throw it down. It lands right on top of the head of the lead satyr, exploding, sending a plume of smoke everywhere. The satyr tumbles off of his wildcat, falling onto the ground as the other satyrs stop. They still fire arrows, but they're not actively pursuing Tusk and Sid anymore. Let's roll a d6 for their attack. All right, that's a 3. That is going to hit. Yeah, I'm going to say Tusk, Sid, something weird can happen, or you can lose EP. Which would you prefer?
Something weird.
Something weird for Tusk. How about you, Sid?
I don't like getting my stuff taken. So let's make it weird.
All right, yes, something weird. The volley of arrows fly through the air, landing directly in front of you. So the two of you instinctually jump to your left, tumbling off of the carved path in the forest, and begin to tumble down a hill, landing in a miry, muck-filled swamp with large mushrooms. As you two kind of check your bearings and get up, several small gnomes in green beanies pop up from the top of the mushrooms, spears in hand. You have one chance, interlopers. What is the gnomish greeting? You've been given your challenge. Each of you have one chance to give the gnomish greeting. Tusk, what do you do?
I squat down and I go, Nomi, don't play that game. Ugh.
All right. Now, are you trained in diplomacy, or are we just using a charisma check?
Yeah, well, I guess you would say it's just a charisma check, but I'm
Very
going
well.
off of my experience by being raised by gnomes.
Yes, your experience being raised by gnomes and the competency of that gnome pun. I'm going to set your charisma check at 8. So all you have to do is roll a d20 and beat 8, and you will pass the test. That's an 11. The gnomes nod to each other. Yes, 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 very well. Now you, interloper. They point their spears towards Sid. Sid, what is the gnomish greeting?
First off, I'm going to use I'd like to use my disguise kit to give myself a green beanie, just like those gnomes.
Very well. Let's roll a stealth check, and we're going to add the 1d6 to it. So that's a d20 plus 1d6. It's open-ended. The better you do, the better your disguise. 24. All right, Sid, you quickly tumble through the mud, throwing a costume together. When you pop back up, you completely look like two gnomes stacked on top of each other. So your head has a green beanie, and you have a gnome beard. You also pulled up your shirt and tied it to where it looks like another green beanie, and you have a second gnome beard where your gut would be. You've hastily drawn a gnome face on there, so it looks like you are two gnomes standing on each other's shoulders. Oh, we did not recognize you, gnome brethren.
Of course, I'm doing a little undercover research, and you're giving away the game.
No, we would never want to give away the game. Our apologies. There is no need for a gnome password for a fellow gnome such as yourself. Please, you two, come with us. We shall give you all of the amenities of our home and community. Come, come, come. The gnomes quickly usher you through a hollow mushroom as the satyrs kind of charge down the hill. Where'd they go, man? We're gonna get them. We're gonna get them. But you have successfully dodged the satyrs. Meanwhile, up in the sky, arrows are flying towards Sid, or flying toward Fizz and Snarla as well. There's no way they're going to get to you, but you can lose some EP, or you can have something weird happen to you. What would you two prefer?
Something weird.
Something weird for Fizz, Snarla?
I'll lose a little EP.
All right, yes. Snarla, you lose 2 EP as you shout a harmonic shield to block the arrows from reaching you.
Still got it.
But Fizz, you try to do the same thing, but you tumble down off of the magic carpet, landing on a shark bird that is flying by. This shark bird is about 6 feet long. It's a mako shark bird, so it has vicious biting teeth and 4 flapping wings. It howls and caws as it adjusts to your weight landing on it. You look around and you see that there are several other shark birds in its flock that are all flying towards you, biting, just trying to get you off, not really doing any damage. But you are now flying the opposite direction of Snarla. That would make it Snarla's turn. Snarla, what do you want to do?
Oh no, not Fibbledig. Oh fuck, wait, he's got the orb. I turn around. I make
Okay, to
hasty
turn
pursuit.
it around, you're going to need to perform another Arcana check. Do you want to follow the shark birds? Do you want to catch the shark birds, or do you want to get in front of the shark birds?
The goal is to scoop the orb Fizz.
Very well. I see what you want to do. Let's set this check at 18 because this is a very complicated maneuver. You're going to fly the magic carpet over there, swoop in, grab the orb. Maybe if Fizz jumps on, that's up to him.
That's
All right, let's roll a
totally-
d20 plus a 1d6.
It's totally out of my snake hand at that point.
Ooh, an 8. All right. Yeah, you begin to maneuver the magic carpet. It does a barrel roll, and as it does, you fall right off of it. The magic carpet flies directly towards Fizz, smashing into the back of his head. Fizz, it covers you and the shark bird. As Snarla, you begin tumbling down to the earth several hundred feet below you. That would make it Fizz's turn. Fizz, what do you do?
I attempt to use animal handling to befriend the mako shark bird and have it fly in the correct direction.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Yes, let's roll that animal handling check. As you do have animal handling, let's do a d20 plus a 1d6. This will be open-ended. The better you do, the more friendly it will become to you. 14. The shark bird, the mako shark bird kind of in acknowledgement, you now have formed a connection with it. Its cawing becomes familiar, almost as though you can interpret what it is saying. It goes, "What do you ask of me, flying ape person? Why are you upon my back? You must be a god. I will take you where you must go. Get this carpet off of me."
Then I attempt to convince it to let me land on the carpet, and then I can let go.
Okay, yes. The shark bird conveys this request to the other shark birds. They all caw and screech in unison as they pull the carpet off of you, kind of straightening it out, making it level so that you can jump onto it. You jump onto the magic carpet, and the shark birds all dive away from you, leaving the magic carpet just kind of hovering with you on it.
Perfect.
You look down and you see Snarla plummeting towards the earth.
I do everything in my power to save Snarla.
Okay, yes. That would be your next action, but we got to go back to Snarla. Snarla, you are plummeting towards the earth. What would you like to do?
Fuck. Brutal Legend. No, it's not working. Brutal Legend. No, it's still not working. Fuck. Oh God. Well, this is it. This is it, isn't it? Hello, viewer. I'm Snarla Blastwind, and I don't think I'm getting out of this one. I'd like you to know I love you very dearly, and it may be really an interesting choice to kill off my character right at the beginning of the game, right at the beginning of a new story arc. And I just wanted to let you know, here at Hazards and Hijinks, we are savants. We are pioneers. We make interesting decisions, and that's why you should invest in our company! I just keep falling. I just keep falling.
Let's roll a d6 for that. Snarla, let's roll a d6 and a d4. Snarla, odd or even on the d4?
Even.
All right, we got a 5 on the d6. Let's roll that d4. Is a 1. All right, yes. So you say all of that to seemingly no one, or perhaps an audience of dispassionate viewers watching chaos week in, week out as you bumble through this world of unknown mystery and madness. However, you slam into a magic carpet as Fizz has successfully navigated it directly under you, but you take 5 points of damage as you collide with the magic carpet. The magic carpet thuds. Both of you jump into the air, but land back down onto the magic carpet. Congratulations! You have successfully, both parties have successfully escaped the satyrs. However, you are both separated now and need to get back together to return this orb to where it belongs. Now, let's cut back to the gnomes inside the mushrooms. Sid and Tusk are handed some gnome bucha, a delightful mushroom brew. It's nice and cool inside this hollowed out mushroom. The hollowed out mushroom extends very deep into the soft earth, where it connects to a series of tunnels that go all the way to the center of this gnome community. The gnome guards are no longer questioning you, but just kind of exchanging pleasantries about the world. And that's why I think the Oakvale Orc boys are going to win this season.
Oh no! I gotta say, it's gonna be the flancing shark birds all the way.
You think flancing has it? those flancings. Flancingers have never won a single thing in their entire life.
That makes them the underdog. They're due. Uh-huh.
Yes, perhaps you are right. Perhaps you are right. Well,
Oh,
you seem like very savvy adventurers. You're 2 gnomes in a stack, and you, a powerful gnome-raised Tusk, an Elephantfolk. We would entreat upon you to perhaps stay here with us for a while. Leave your home before. Pick up roots here. We can provide you all of the nutrition you need, a place to lay your head, and a community of like-minded gnomes to which you can become part of. What say you to this?
Well, I mean, of course, that's a lovely offer. And of course, you have my gratitude. And it's just like my father always says, Sid. Gnome, sweet gnome, from one gnome to another.
Mm-hmm. 2 gnomes, 1 gnome to 2, and literally.
Right. What Sid and Sid, I call them for short. But they have to get back to their wife, who's deadly ill.
Oh. You say, oh, we did not mean to keep you. Do you know what ails her? What malady she suffers from?
What was that again, Sid?
Oh, yes. Voice in the sky. I'm putting on my puppy dog eyes for this one. All I know about my wife, that we love with all the capabilities of 2 gnome hearts coming together to pretend to form the size of a human heart, which is slightly bigger because 2 is bigger than 1.
That is all very accurate and true.
All we know is she is very sick, and the reason why Tusk and I are grand adventurers is so we could wander this land for medical information that will lead us to knowing what afflicts her.
This is a sad story indeed. I would have preferred if you had said you know not what afflicts her, but I can tell that you two are grieving and thus are not capable of making gnome puns at this moment. It is a gnome tragedy that our mind becomes clouded and prevents us from punning. Very well, we shall take you to our shaman, and they will make for you a concoction capable of curing whatever ails your lovely polyamorous wife. Come, come, come. They begin ushering you down the stairs deeper into the gnome community. You come to a warren of underground gnome structures growing out of moss and fungus and mushrooms in this large cave. They take you to a massive mushroom structure where mushroom people walk hand in hand with gnomes. Yes, we have joined with our mushroom brethren, those of the Underlands, to form a peaceful bond. It is very cool. We're very cool people. But that's neither here nor there. Come, meet our shaman. The gnome points to a massive collection of mushrooms and fungi with an enormous eye that looks down at both of you. I am Nomagon.
Nomagon. This is a lovely gnomeunity you have here.
Thank you.
Yes, for your hospitality, I say.
We say.
We say. It sure feels like gnome here.
Good. Come closer, that my spores may touch upon you, and we may be psychically linked.
Can we do? We got to do a sidebar real quick, or just if you don't mind.
We've been around, so we don't know. We might have brought something into your community that might be contagious. I don't know. We just want to retrace our steps.
Very well. You may sidebar, but do not dally, as you begin to grow my suspicion as if I was lichen on a damp cave wall.
Don't worry, and we apologize. No menosai.
Very well.
Oh, God, Sid, I don't know about the spore links, man. He's gonna be like up inside me, and he's gonna see that all my fears and my anxieties and my anger, my father, and we're in this gnome community. I haven't been telling you, but I'm having flashbacks, man. I haven't been home in ages. I miss my dad and my mom, but my brother was real mean to me, and I'm not feeling very good about having somebody connect with me. Sorry, that's a lot to put on your gnome shoulders.
So, Tusk, how much are you on like a mix of 100 or 50? How much is your anxiety because of A, we might be exposed for lying and therefore killed, and B, reconnecting with a traumatic part of your history?
Oh, I didn't think of that. We might die. Oh, yeah, I guess that's kind of true too. I don't know. Your disguise is so good. It's almost like I did it. maybe it'll come down to the subconscious level.
Tusk, before we move on, just a little lesson. A little lesson.
Mm-hmm.
Always have an exit plan and know where your exits are. And right now, not thinking about us dying is you showing that you're not knowing where the exits are.
I tell you what, maybe I need this. I'll do it, and you'll be fine. We got this.
Well, if I'm gonna be fine, you got this.
I thought I was in danger.
I believe him.
I hear your gnomish laughter. Your sidebar must be over. Come back into the presence of Nomragana, so that my spores may connect with you, and you may be part of the Myconid power.
Let us spore together.
Yes, let us spore together.
I promise not to spore you.
Ha 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 ha. That is a good pun. The two of you step closer to Nomragana. At its base, it releases a cloud of yellow spores that you breathe in deeply. Let's roll a constitution check for each of you. We'll set it at 12.
I'm gonna use my little extra trunk to kind of just like vacuum up a little bit more of the spores coming away, so hopefully they don't affect Sid as much.
Okay. Yes, that's going to be a strength check on your part to pull that off. So let's roll that strength check first. That'll be open-ended. The better you do, the better you do. That is a nat 1. All right, that's a crit fail. So, Tusk, tell me what you did instead.
Well, I snorted so hard that I snapped a blood vessel in my in my nostril, and it filled up the cavity, and then all of a sudden I started snorting, and I'm blowing blood just everywhere. Blood is just getting crazy. It's all over the spores. It's splashing all over Sid. It's just not a good time.
Blood gushes everywhere. It gets over everything. I'm going to say you take 3 points of damage from blowing you collapse your deviated septum in your massive trunk. And you don't actually absorb any of the spores, but Sid, you actually inhale all of them. So we're not even going to need to roll the check for you because you begin to gag at the sight of the blood, which causes you to inhale all of the spores. Sid, as you do, you are pulled into a wobbly reality. You can see everything just as it was before, but now bioluminescent lights flow through everything, pulsating out of the massive mushroom sovereign Nomragana. You can hear voices inside of your head, your own voice singing. One makes you smaller, one makes you grow. Do you hear the dormouse? Remember, Alice, what the dormouse said. Feed your head, Sid. Feed your head. You are now subject to the Myconid sovereign. Sid, you are still you, but there will be moments where the Myconid sovereign will tell you to do things, and you will be compelled to do it until you free yourself of this bonding. The gnomes quickly surround all of you, as do several of the other mushroom and fungi folk. They have spears pointed at you. Interlopers, they attempted to deceive us. Take them away. Take them to the mushrooms.
Oh, the rooms, mushrooms.
Yes, you will face punishment.
No.
Meanwhile, up above the forest, Snarla and Fizz bicker as they hold the glowing orb between each of their hands, trying to pull it away from each other. Sharkbirds cackle and caw in the distance as they float just a few feet above the canopy of trees.
You can't just turn invisible on me. Show your face. I know you're here, and I know you have that orb. There you are. Hand it over.
Right, it's right here. It's
You're giving it to me?
I mean, sure. I trust you.
Okay, don't say that shit. Don't say that. That's give me the fucking thing.
What? It's fine. I trust you.
Okay, please stop saying that. You're freaking me out.
Oh, okay.
Because this is the thing. If you say you trust me, that's bad for me because I was planning on double crossing you and selling or giving this orb to someone else. So when you say that you trust me, it makes me think I'm guilty. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, you can do what you'd like with it.
Fizz, what the fuck is happening? What do you mean?
Well, I mean, do you need it?
Well, yeah, but yeah, I do. Because, I don't know, the muses sent me on this dumb quest where I can't have any of my powers anymore unless I go and apologize to people. So I thought this would make a good apology gift, and that's the only reason I had you all come out here with me.
Apologizing can be hard, but you don't need gifts.
Well, I'm not going to see them in person. I'm probably going to... It's my family. I mean, why would I ever apologize to them in person? Oh, my God.
That sounds hard.
What are you, a therapist?
No, it just sounds really difficult.
There's got to be some kind of magical effect with this orb that's making Fizz talk like this. I'm gonna try to arcana to discern if there's a an emotional rock enchantment.
Yeah, let's perform an arcana check on this orb. So this will be open-ended. The better you do, but it's a d20 plus a 1d6. 9. Yes, there is strong enchantment magic coming off of it. You recognize that it is affecting both of you, making you more likely to resolve conflicts through emotional resolution instead of your gut instincts that you have honed as adventurers. You remember hearing legends about this at Bard College. This is the stone of Thera P.
No!
Thera stone, but the Thera P stone, is the most dangerous, as it causes you to get past all of your trauma and emotional hangups and become a more well-rounded and boring person.
No, if I don't have my hangups, then I'm just like everybody else.
Exactly. Snarla, now with this knowledge, what do you attempt to do?
Fizz, I've got to get this to my family as soon as orcishly possible. Because if we have this for much longer, we're not even going to be D&D characters anymore. We're going to be NPCs.
Great joke. Give yourself 2 HP for that one.
I need that.
Well done. All right. You have been presented with your quest. Snarla, you can take the stone of therapy and give it to your family. If you succeed, you will earn a level achievement for both you and Fizz. If you fail, you will not. Do you want to accept this quest?
Definitely.
No, Fizz! It's already been done.
All right, looks like you are on this quest. The orb kind of levitates out of your hands, takes control of the magic carpet, and the carpet takes off flying into the distance. Both of you hang on tightly to the magic carpet as it flies through the air. Meanwhile, back in the mushrooms, Sid and Tusk are bound by fungi manacles and are chained to the wall.
Oh,
You wouldn't know any Nomen fungi dungeon escape techniques, would you?
yeah. I mean, in rogue school, I learned some lock picking and whatnot. But I'm just feeling real defeated. So I'm real sorry, Sid. This is all because I couldn't face my own traumas. You know, I really struck out when we really needed a gnome run.
Two things. One, there's gnome college. There's gnome school. Like people, not gnomes. Rogue school. You like people pay for that stuff.
Oh yeah. I mean, my whole family was the biggest gnome rogues in the gnome world.
And how much do they charge for tuition? Okay. Look.
No one gnomes because that's how sneaky they are.
Look, if I'm going to teach you another gnome lesson here, you're being
gnome,
yourself.
you didn't.
That's it. You've successfully done 4 consecutive gnome puns, which causes all of the mushrooms to release you, and a back door opens up in the back of the mushroom. No guards can see this. You can escape right now if you choose to.
Wait, Tusk, before you do it.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about what you said. So you're telling me that you feel a little bad because you ran away from your problems. You couldn't face it.
In a matter of speaking, yeah.
I mean, the way I see it, so what? I run from everything. One time the barkeep dropped a spoon, I was in the next county.
Whoa.
It ain't so bad.
You're saying I gotta let go of blaming myself.
Yes, you should let go of that. Yeah, good lesson. You could say I didn't even need to teach you. It was inside you all along.
Oh, no mistake.
From the sky, a health potion appears and drops into your hands, Tusk. This is from one of our audience members via Venmo. They say good puns, Tusk. They also, another health potion drops in front of you. Sid, do you reach for it?
Well, I mean, I got it. It's free. I need to.
All right, as you extend your hands out, the health potion turns into a black mushroom that explodes into your hands. You have been cursed with the curse of reckless abandon. For the remainder of the show, your cowardly demeanor has been replaced with a bravado of overconfidence. You will attempt to resolve any conflict with utter extreme irrational violence to the point of self-endangerment. This is your curse, courtesy of our audience.
Are you okay, Sid? Sid?
There's only one thing we're gonna do. We're gonna get out of here and we're gonna take as many of those fucks as possible.
Whoa. What? Dang. You were just talking about running from problems. You want to start one?
Voice in the sky, where's the nearest drywall?
Yeah, I'm gonna say right next to you.
I punch a hole in it.
Yes, you punch a hole through the mushroom wall. You can feel the mushroom kind of react around you. It vibrates all throughout. Alarms begin shouting. Bells are being rung. Oh, there's an escape attempt. Someone get to the mushrooms.
Well, you know what they say. Go big or go gnome. Let's go.
So do the two of you run out of the door, or do you go to confront the gnome guards that are coming?
Oh, I'm running away, but what is Sid doing?
That's a good question. Sid, what are you doing?
How many gnome guards can I hear?
You hear about 4 gnome guards.
Voice in the sky, prepare that many coffins in advance.
You got it. There are 4 gnome-sized coffins ready to go. Sid, you walk to the door and you kick it with all of your might. The door falls down off of its hinges as 4 guards pull out spears and point them toward you. Halt! Human, we will do battle with you. 1 for breaking our door, 2 for punching our wall, and 3 for disgracing us with your gnomish disguise.
I'd like to make an intimidation check. And I'm going to buff it with performance because I feel really, really empowered right now.
All right, yes. We'll roll that performance in place of a intimidation. That'll be a d20 plus a 1d6. Open-ended, the better you do, the better you do.
Can I say what I'm going to say first before that roll, just in case it affects?
Yes, go ahead.
You listen here, you short fucks. I don't know how much you're being paid, but when you're going to fight me, it's not going to be enough. So you could do 2 things. You could leave right now, which would be the very, very smart thing to do. Or you're going to know what it's like to wear your own tongues as a necktie as I drape you over the nearest branch. So what's it going to be?
2 of the gnomes drop their spears and begin running away. The other 2 gnomes look at each other, nod, and turn back. Nobody threatens us. Yeah! They jump towards you, spears in hand. Let's roll that 1d6. 4. Sid, what's your AC?
C is
2.
2. All right. Yes. You can lose some health. You can lose some
health,
EP, or something weird can happen.
You heard me, health.
All right. Yes. You take 2 points of damage as the spears stab into your gut. You pull them out of you and throw the 2 gnomes back. It is now your turn. What do you do?
Whoa. That's the pedestrian way. They're still holding on to their spears, right?
Yes, they are still holding on to their spears.
I pull the spears deeper so the gnomes get closer.
Oh my god.
Oh, Nomi, that's enough. Come on. You getting hurt.
I take my 2 hands and I wrap it around both their necks and I squeeze it out tighter than a $2 bill.
All right, I'm gonna say that's a power attack. So let's roll a power attack. 3d6. That is a 14. Yes, you pop off both of the gnomes' heads. They fly off like champagne corks on a champagne bottle. Blood gushing out of their necks as their tiny bodies drop beneath you. The spears sticking out of you like shish kebabs. You turn back to Tusk. Congratulations, you've successfully slain the gnome guards.
Maybe they'll be all right. I don't know. I'm gnome doctor.
I'm gonna take this gnome's head attached to his spinal cord and I'm walking out of the building with it.
Oh my god. Yes, you drape it over your shoulders. The 2 of you walk.
Is the spear still in me, by the way?
Yeah, the spears are still in you.
Wait, I'm here. I'm gonna give you some war paint. You're gonna look extra scary. I pull out my disguise kit and I actually start making him look just like a random mushroom guy that I saw outside, so that hopefully nobody would antagonize him or try and defeat him. Ooh, you look so scary. Oh, you're scared. Oh, this red is not just for the mushroom cap. It is actually for the blood of your enemies. Oh, and this stockiness is the white that is like the bane of the ghost that shall haunt their dreams.
Yes. All right, let's roll a d20 plus a 1d6 for this disguise kit. 14. Yes, you successfully have made him look like a myconid. However, he is not aware that he looks like this, so you have successfully done both. The 2 of you walk out into the street. Sid, you have the gnome's head draped over your shoulder, hanging onto its spinal cord. Meanwhile, Fizz and Snarla, your magic carpet arrives above a massive field of mushrooms growing out of a muck-filled and mire-drenched swamp. You can see that several of these massive mushrooms have been hollowed out, and they have gnomes and fungal people living within them. Rope bridges attach them together. You can also see large sinkholes that go down into a massive cave system, although you can't quite make it out. The magic carpet stops above the largest of these mushrooms and topples both of you over. You tumble off of the magic carpet. The magic carpet flies away into the sky. What do you do?
You know, Fizz, that long conversation on the magic carpet ride, I didn't realize you had such a rich and interesting character backstory.
Thanks.
You're such a fascinating person.
That's kind of you to say, but you're the one that's led the like really adventurous life. It's something I really strive to do. But
no, you don't want to be like me, kid.
I mean, kind of. You've lived such an interesting and like crazy life. Like what all of the things that you've done are just so people are gonna write about it.
I hope so, because currently I'm the only one who is. But now that I think about it, as much as I am always around mushrooms, this does not look like my family's house.
I mean, a couple of throw pillows and some mood lighting, I think it could work.
At that exact moment, several gnome guards jump out of nowhere in a plume of mushroom spores. They point spears at you. Oh, interlopers, what is the gnomish greeting?
Can I use a history check to see if I would know?
Yes, you can. Let's roll a history check. That'll be a d20 plus 1d6. We'll set this one at 12. Yes, the typical gnomish greeting is a pun involving the word gnome.
I believe the correct phrase is gnome, sweet gnome.
Very well. What of you, orc? What is the gnomish greeting?
Nobody, 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 nobody. Ooh, nobody, 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 nobody. Nobody, nobody, nobody. And I just sing the whole song. We all know what the fucking song does.
Bravo, bravo. Yes, what are you doing atop this, our most important gnomish structure, our capital?
Therapy Rock said this is where family is.
Are you with the diplomatic achete from the Bone Jaw Orcs?
Oh no, why are they here? That's fucked up. I was super expecting it to be like a plot twist where it's like the friends we made along the way were family, but no, that's really bad news. Fizz, I'm worried.
Why? Your family's here, right?
That's why I'm worried.
But this is what we were supposed to... This was what we were doing.
If you have gotten away from the diplomatic achete, we will escort you back to your family. Come with us, interlopers.
Okay.
The gnomes begin poking you with their spears and ushering you to a door. You walk down the door, down a stairway, and are taken to a long hallway. At the end of the hallway, there is a massive door. They open it. There is a large conference room. In the conference room, there is a tall, thin orc with slick-backed black and gray hair. He looks at Snarla. Daughter.
Dad won. It's shitty. Good to see you.
It is very shitty / good to see you as well.
This is my friend Fizz. Say hi, Fizz.
I am Fizzlewigg the Magnificent. It's a pleasure to meet you.
I am Growler Silvertongue, Bard and diplomatic attaché of the Bone Jaw Orcs.
That's cool. I'm a bard too.
We're all bards down here. Right?
Yes. I assume you are an artistic collaborator of my daughter?
I wouldn't be so bold. I mean, that.
Oh, a fan then.
Oh,
Go get us something to drink. I need to speak with my daughter privately.
sure.
Fizz will not be going anywhere.
Oh, okay.
Fizz.
I mean, I am a bit thirsty.
Yes, of course you are. Right over there, they have some lovely Nombucha tea, as well as some sparkling water. Help yourself. Please get me a Nombucha tea with a slice of lemon. Snarla, what would you like?
Straight elven wine. Hit me with it. I'm gonna eat it. The whole bottle.
It is only noon. Why not? All right. Snarla, your father ushers you over towards him.
I go off to get drinks.
While I am pleased to see you and confirm that you are not dead, as reported in the Bard Entertainment Weekly, I am very confused as to why you are here at this exact juncture.
Well, Dad, not everything has to have a specific reason. Maybe I just wanted to see you.
That's very sweet.
It is, isn't it?
I feel like you're being insincere. I feel like this is the time you had a basilisk under your bed and you were like, no, Dad, that's just the noise that my bed always makes.
Not in the middle of the diplomatic meeting with the gnomes and mushroom people. Come on.
He turns to the gnomes and the mushroom people sitting at the table. No, we are quite amused by this story. We are heartwarmed by familial bonds and stories of embarrassing natures.
Now, next thing he's gonna do is gonna whip out the baby pictures. This is the worst.
Oh, yes. He immediately pulls out several portraits. This was Snarla during their second year. They had just eaten their twin. Pass that around. It's a lovely photo. You'll notice all of the gore hanging off of their little tusks.
Give me that.
Oh, well, I can have a copy made for you. I have dozens of them. But if you are going to be here, I would ask if you would do me a favor. It is my understanding that you are still pursuing the heroics, the adventuring endeavors.
Mm-hmm.
I have been given a report that our meeting with the sovereign cannot take place as there are two fugitives who have escaped from the mushroom dungeon some time ago. If you and your fan were to, on my behalf, capture these terrorists, it would go a long way to strengthening my diplomatic position here.
Oh, so you just want to use me to strengthen your diplomatic position. That's it.
Well, if you just came to visit me, I am going to seize this opportunity to give it meaning. Everything deserves meaning, Snarla.
Yeah, everything's an opportunity. I got it.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go. We'll be right back. Come on, Fizz.
I tried to find some elven wine, but all I could find was some Nomashevitz.
I spiral the top off and I immediately down all of it and then slam it on the table.
Oh, good, you liked it.
The Growler turns back to the rest of the gnomes and the mushroom people. And so my daughter, who is chief among my security task force, will be taking care of this little issue so that I can meet with your sovereign in due time. While we wait for her to accomplish that, let's discuss trade routes and appropriate financing fees for shipments. The door closes. Snarla and Fizz, you are given a crudely drawn picture of an Elephantfolk and Sid. These are the two fugitives in question. Capture them, kill them, or just beat them viciously, but return them to us so they may be incorporated into the collective.
Wow, Fizz, they really got like this just kind of looks like generally like an Elephantfolk, but they really nailed Sid.
Yeah, this is. I mean, do you think we could get that framed? I think he would like it.
I think he'd like it a lot.
Yeah.
It could add to his little, persona or whatever he's got going on. That's fine, then. I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah.
They were last seen walking in to the toadstool territory.
Oh no. That's so scary and mushroom themed. Let's go.
It is. It is. Good luck to you. You make your way down. Meanwhile, Tusk and Sid. Sid has tried to start a fight with everyone who has passed by. Tusk, you've done your best to calm the situation. However, Sid has beaten about 4 people.
He's still holding their skulls.
Yes, he's now made himself somewhat of like a daisy chain of skulls and spines that he kind of just drags behind him.
Oh, my poor gnomies. Well, wait, I got an idea. Oh God, the mushroom people, they're revolting. Look, he's made a necklace of their heads or a belt, whatever.
Suddenly, all of the gnomes in the area stop. They see Sid in his myconid disguise. They look at the other myconids. The other myconids look at Sid. The myconids scream, "Rebellion!" And they all begin attacking the gnomes.
All right, cheese it. Put boosh.
Sid, what do you do?
I am obviously drunk with power right now, right?
Yes, obviously.
There's only one thing to do when you're drunk with power, and that is I'm going to extremely bullshit these several spines that I've collected into a ladder, in which case I will use gnomish drunken boxing.
I love it. All right. Yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna say let's roll a d20 for that, open-ended. That's a nat 20. All right, you succeeded. Tell me what you do.
First, I make the ladder, and then I go ahead and, through my memories, do my best to reenact the great Improvia martial arts flick, Operation Condor, where I proceed to use this gigantic ladder and various other props as I do want to start trouble.
Good picture reel.
Yes.
In honor of the great
Segmenta.
in honor of the great
Segmenta.
action hero Orky Chan.
Orky Chan. Okay, yes. You begin attacking wildly. You just begin ripping into people, fighting all sorts of people, blood, broken bones. Tusk, you're watching this display of absolute carnage. The other myconids join in. They all begin attacking everybody. The gnomes in response begin attacking everyone as well. It's just devolved into total carnage. What do you do, Tusk?
So I imagine at some point it all devolves into like some sort of cartoonish cloud of limbs and gnome hats and mushroom caps, and and Sid's somewhere in there. So I'm gonna use my trunk as a lasso and try and like get around his waist, and I'm just gonna start dragging this cartoonish cloud of destruction and viscera and blood behind me as I'm looking for a way to escape.
Sounds good. As you do, you see a familiar face. it's your uncle, your gnomish uncle. He ducks around a corner, looking back. He catches you. You link eyes for a sec. You see him go, Tusk?
Nomenclature?
He goes and grabs you, pulling you around the corner.
Whoa.
Oh, my boy, you've grown so big. Look at you. He pats your legs. My gosh, you're the size of 4 of me.
Oh yeah. I couldn't think I could get any bigger until I grew like twice my size in gnome school or gnomish rogue school. You know, I learned to disguise myself better than anyone there, though.
Really? That's quite impressive. You know, I was the master of disguises my graduating year.
Oh, I know. I dreamed to just live up to you someday, nomenclature.
Oh, well, there's no need to worry about that, my boy. It looks like you're doing quite well. I mean, you managed to survive that bloodbath over there. What are you doing here in this city?
Well, we were on a quest to get this orb to from some adventure thing that we signed up for. I should know more, but I don't. I've just been going from one adventure to the next, trying to just forget about all my pain and sorrow. I killed one of the cool adventurers. I lost my way. I don't know who I am anymore. And I found out there's other folk like me off in the Ivory Hills or the Ivory Court. And it's just been real rough, and I haven't been home since I left, and I'm afraid that my parents won't be proud of me.
I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention to any of that, old boy. The fight seems to be turning quite vicious over there. Anywho, how about you help me out with a score?
Okay.
All right. He slaps you on the shoulder. That's my big gray boy. Let's go. He ushers you to follow him. All right, now you'll see right here. This is an animal shelter holding all types of magical beasts. I've been hired to locate a displacer cat, and I know for a fact there are 2 displacer cats inside this hospital. However, I can't seem to get in. They have a gnome specific security system, a GSS. But you, not being gnome blood, but of gnome training, can sneak in there, get me one or both of those displacer cats, and we can cut the loot 50-50.
Anything for you, nomenclature.
Oh, that's my boy. That's my boy. And I'll keep an eye out on all of this fighting over here. But you get in there and get me that displacer cat.
1 second. Sid, how you doing, buddy?
I'm running out of bodies here, but it's okay.
Sid has 2 gnomes in his hands, and he's smashing them together like cymbals, and like he's the monkey with the cymbal toy. All right. Tusk, you see the magical animal hospital in front of you. There seems to be an open window on the 2nd floor of the mushroom. You can hear animal sounds coming from inside. What do you do?
So there's guards out front, right?
Yes, there are guards out front.
Okay. So first I pull the old famous real picture show Looney Tunes esque of the bunny bugs who dump into the ground, and you see a giant mound of dirt just kind of rolling down over towards them. It hangs a quick right, and I'm gonna bank out, and I blow my trunk, and it's like a cool breeze kind of just gently lifts over their necks, and they pat their heads. They go, "Oh Lord, there must be a breeze from upstairs." And they look over to the side, and I'm already gone because my trunk is lifted up onto the ledge there, and I've just sort of swooped up and flown the coop, if you will, into the open window.
Then I'm going to say that's a stealth check to pull that off. We'll set it at 16 to accomplish all of that. D20 plus 1d6. All right. You attempt to do all of that. and you get all the way to the point where your trunk comes out of the earth, but you slam into the side of the wall, and like one of those Looney Tunes, your whole body bursts out of the earth with a big welt on your forehead where you collided with the wall. Little shark birds fly around your head, tweet 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 tweet, as the gnome guards turn to you. What in heaven's name is that?
Sid, this guy says Orc Lee is better.
What? I would
Somebody's
never
looking for
say that.
trouble.
Cheese it. Oh,
I'm a Woodchuck Norris fan. He charges towards Sid. Ah! Sid, what do you do?
I'm thinking right now. Where are we at?
Well, you're in the middle of the street. You've been fighting all of these people. There's people fighting all around you, but now this guard is running towards you. He rips off his shirt. So he's just wearing a beanie and his pants. You can see written across his chest in a tattoo. It says Woodchuck Norris, with the picture of a woodchuck dressed in a karate gi, snapping a log with his little paw. He charges towards you, yeah, and leaps, throwing his foot into the air to kick you.
Oh,
what do you do?
He's in the air. In that case, I use the ever so popular, I need a name, Steven Stagagi crane kick.
All right, I'm going to say that's a standard attack. So let's roll 2d6 for that. 11. Yes, as he flies towards you, you do the crane kick, kicking him into the air. He flies through the air, crashing into a wall, tumbling onto the ground. He gets up, shakes himself off, and grabs two pieces of a broken chair and quickly lashes them together into a nunchuck. At this exact moment, Snarla and Fizz, you making your way out and exploring the city, trying to figure out where the toadstool territories are. You come across this carnage. Gnomes fighting myconids, myconids fighting myconids, gnomes fighting gnomes. And in the center of it, you see Sid covered in a crudely, hastily made together costume and blood, holding a chain made of a ton of skulls and spines, as a gnome monk bears down on him with nunchucks. What do you do, Fizz?
So obviously the best thing to do is start a dance party.
Yes, obviously.
And so I attempt to do that as by using my Deus Ex Machina ability.
Okay. Yes, then let's roll a d20 plus a 1d6 for your Deus Ex Machina.
This would be the best.
19, yes. So you take to the center of the crowd, you pull your triangle out, and what do you do?
So what I attempt to do is augment my triangle to be essentially a megahorn.
Yeah.
And I just start like auto tuning.
Nice.
I'll adapt.
All right. Yes. The crowd stops fighting. They all turn to you. They turn back to each other, and they all begin to just start dancing. The rage that was in them before has been replaced with a euphoric expression of joy as they all begin to dance. However, Sid continues to be filled with rage and bloodlust. Sid, you turn to the source of this of this comedy, this sense of peace. It's Sid himself. What do you do? Or it's Fizz himself, I should say. What do you do?
I slowly walked up to him to get a better look at what's going on.
All right. Yeah, you can see out of his triangle, which he's turned into some type of megaphone, he is producing music that is causing everyone to become elated and filled with joy. Snarla, you see Sid walking up to Fizz. What do you do?
No, bud. I see you covered in blood and sinew. Chew on this. And she just shoves the therapy stone into Sid's mouth.
Yes. Sid, as the therapy stone is shoved into your mouth, you are filled with an overwhelming sense of remorse and guilt at what you've done. Your curse has been lifted. You are no longer filled with a violent urge to express yourself with rage. It has been your cowardly, self-centered and self-preservation has returned to you, as has your ability to smell all of the viscera and gore that is covering every inch of your body. Is this the point where we roll a constitution check?
You're
Before I
fixed.
do that, I want to say I have the biggest urge right now to watch the entire series of the Guildlyhood of the Traveling Trousers.
Give me that back. Fuck you. Give me that
That is
back.
a damn good joke, Sid. Give yourself 2 HP for that. Let's roll that constitution check. We need a 16 or better. That is a 19. Okay, Sid, you do vomit everywhere, but you do not pass out. You just vomit everywhere and begin crying to yourself. Congratulations, Snarla. Fizz, you have successfully diffused the situation and released Sid from his curse. Meanwhile, inside the magical hospital, the magical animal hospital, Tusk, you find yourself in a room with several magical animals in various states of recovery in various cages. There's an owl bear with a broken beak that's been restored. There's a blink dog with a weighted chain around its neck, keeping it from blinking out as its broken hind legs are being recovered. And you see 2 displacer cats cuddled and tied up around each other, their tentacles wrapped around each other, purring and sleeping quietly. What do you do?
Oh, they're so cute. Oh, well, I know. I go and I reach my bushy little tail, and I go and I'm sticking it through the bars, and I go do 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 do, and and I get them. I'm like gently like hitting them on the head with it and getting them to play with it, and then I'm gonna get them to I'm gonna lure them away with my tail.
All right. Do you have animal handling?
No, I do not.
All right, then this is going to be a wisdom check on your part. So we'll set the wisdom check at 14, but it's just a D20. 9. All right. Yes, you've caught the displacer cat's attention with your fluffy tail. However, as cats will do, they extend their paws and their claws, snatching the tail and pulling it back towards them, biting on it. Let's say you take 3 points of damage from this.
Ow, 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 that's okay. That's okay. I just go and I just grab them and they're just like clawing around me. And I'm just like running and screaming outside. And I burst
Okay,
out
if
the
that's
window.
the case, you're going to take 3 more damage as the 2 cats begin. And they're big cats. Like, you're a big guy, so you can do it, but they're scratching at you. So you're taking 3 points of damage from each of them. So that's 6 total. So I don't know what your health is at right now, but it's probably not looking great.
I reach into with my trunk into my armor and I pull out the health potion and I suck that baby down. And
There we go. Drink that health potion. That gives you 6 health back as you tumble out of the front door. You see Snarla, Fizz, and they're standing kind of talking to each other as Sid continues to vomit and weep on the ground. Everyone else continues to dance as you hold these two displacer cats.
Hey guys, bad fur day.
Damn, Tusk, you'd do anything for pussy.
A gnome steps out of the shadows. That is a good joke. Well done, my nephew. Well done. Well done. Well, let's get these cats on the black market before the authorities get here.
Hey, nomenclature.
Yes.
I was thinking I might go gnome for the holidays.
Oh, are you sure your father? Well, I can put in a good word for you. You know how he feels about your choices.
I do. And I'm going to tell him, this is who I am, Dad. I'm a cool adventurer, and I'm making a difference in the world, and I don't need your approval anymore.
That didn't work out very good for me.
Very well. He throws two magical chains, leashes onto the displacer cats, and he goes, well, thank you for your part. He pulls out a bag of gold and tosses it towards you, Tusk. That's your cut. Stay sharp, kiddo.
And bye.
Yes, bye. He then disappears into the shadows. Congratulations, you four have successfully encountered the displacer cats and survived, earning yourself a level achievement. The gnome guards arrive on the scene. We just heard that there was chaos. They then point their spears at Sid and Tusk. The orc security detail has captured the fugitives. Well done, well done. Let's take them back to the sovereign.
Hang on a fucking second. Okay, they're not captured. I'm not gonna do this anymore. Bring my dad out. Bring him out.
Okay.
Right now.
One of them pulls out a cell stone. Hey, hey, milkshake. Yes, this is Slurpee. Is there any way the diplomatic attaché can come down to the toadstool territories? Yeah, I think we're all willing to wait, but it is urgent. Yes, I would say it's urgent.
Oh
okay.
My gosh.
Okay, yes. All right, thank you. All right, they'll be here in 5 to 10 minutes.
Oh, we're
20 minutes later,
Damn
the Growler appears with his entourage of guards. As I told you, my daughter would complete the task accordingly. We shall now escort these ne'er-do-wells to their just fate.
Actually,
good job, Sugar Booger.
No. I didn't come here to go back to what I was before I went out into the world and just be your little do this, do that person. No. I came here and I reach into Sid's jaw and grab out the therapy stone and pull it out. I came here because I wanted to say sorry. That's it. You're not doing anything else beyond that. You're not using me. You're not doing anything. I just wanted to say sorry for leaving and not giving you any warning. And she holds out the therapy stone. Here's a gift. Maybe it can help you mend your marriage with Dad too.
Growler picks up the stone. You see the faintest glint of emotion come over his eyes as the stone turns black and cracks in his hands. He drops it. Well, if you feel that way, Sugar Booger, you can go.
I will go. You gonna accept my apology?
Isn't the important thing the fact that you did apologize?
I kind of have a thing that I have to do for the muses.
He then turns away. Back to that discussion of trade routes. I think it's vital for us to focus. Sugar Booger, you can go. Goodbye.
Tusk, do a smoke bomb.
You got it. Cheese it.
The smoke bomb is thrown down as the four of you quickly run away. Congratulations, you have delivered the therapy stone to its intended target. You have earned yourself the second level achievement, which means all of you have earned the third bonus level achievement. Huzzah!
Huzzah!
As the four of you make your way back to the surface, to the forest, returning to the original path, you see the magic carpet waiting for you. The satyrs that had been chasing you before have all vanished. The four of you step onto the magic carpet and it flies you back towards Oakvale. As you arrive at Oakvale, the magic carpet rolls itself up and you make your way into the Broken Tankard Tavern. The tavern master stands there. So, did you get what I asked for?
No.
All right, well, it was kind of more about the things you learned along the way than it was about the goal of the journey. So I'm going to say, y'all pass this test.
Damn it. Great.
I know.
I learned gnome is where the heart is.
Mhm.
The tavern master throws the tankard that he's cleaning at you. It strikes you in the head. There'll be no puns in my goddamn tavern.
That's more like it.
And so concludes the adventure. Thank you. Wowee, wow. What a great show we had tonight. We had twists. We had mists. We had kisses of a cat kind. We had everything we could want and more. It was basically a therapy session for free. Thank you to you for joining me. What a great time was had by all. Wow, we got 3 levels achievements out of that one. We had donations thrown. Thank you so much for those who threw the donations at us. Thank you for the curse. Thank you for the health potion. Really appreciated that. Remember, you can do that at any time during the show. It adds a lot of fun. It adds a whole new layer of complexity to what we're doing. Follow us on our social medias, our Instagrams, our Twitters, to contribute to what we're going to be doing next week, as well as join our Patreon so you can help us pick our theme in the coming shows. But we're not going to end the show by plugging all of our different sites and medias and all our sorts of other cool stuff that we can interact with you on. No, we're going to end the show as we always do with a hearty huzzah. So let's do so now. 3, 2, 1, huzzah!
Huzzah! Come, guys, let's join in that old bard ballad. Country roads, take me
gnome.
to the place
where
I
belong.
belong, west of Provia.
Mushroom swamp.
Take me home. Garden gnome.
Several black bolts of lightning, taking 24 points of damage each. You all drop to the floor unconscious.
Thank God. Thank God.
I guess we're all going to be fungi eventually.
Oh! Another one strikes Tusk's lifeless body on the ground.
And I will stop recording.